Police are investigating after 5 are found dead inside a southwest Oklahoma City home. The Oklahoma legislature advances a bill to ban homeless encampments on state lands, and a study highlights racial disparities in Oklahoma's healthcare system. We'll take a closer look on the KGOU AM News Brief for Tuesday, April 23rd. I'm Nick Daniels. An investigation continues after 5 people were found dead inside a home in southwest Oklahoma City. Police were called to a house near Check Hall Road in southwest 29th around 9:30 Monday morning to conduct a welfare check. Police say when officers arrived, they found 5 people, including 2 children, deceased in the home. Officials say all 5 people had injuries consistent with homicide. Mustang Public Schools issued a statement confirming 2 current students and 1 former student are among those found dead. The names of the victims have not been released. No suspect has been identified. As the U.S. Supreme Court heard a case about whether cities can punish homeless people for sleeping outdoors when no adequate shelter is available, our own Hannah France reports the Oklahoma legislature took another step toward banning homeless encampments on state-owned lands.
Republican State Senator Darrell Weaver's Senate Bill 1854 passed the House Monday with a vote of 77 to 18 and is now headed to Governor Kevin Stitt's desk. The bill would ban people from establishing a, quote, unauthorized camp, meaning any tent, shelter, or bedding for the purpose of overnight use on property not designated as a campsite on state-owned lands. Additionally, violations after the first offense come with a misdemeanor charge, up to $50 in fines, and up to 15 days in jail. On the same day, the U.S. Supreme Court heard arguments in Grants Pass v. Johnson, a case centered around the legality of punishing people based on their status of being involuntarily homeless. I'm Hannah France.
A national study from the Commonwealth Fund asked the question of how well state healthcare systems work for people from different racial and ethnic groups. State Impact's Jillian Taylor reports compared to other states, Oklahoma's healthcare systems are performing poorly among people from all backgrounds.
Oklahomans scored close to last in a racial health equity report assessing healthcare access, outcomes, and quality by state. White Oklahomans had the best outcomes in the state, and Hispanic Oklahomans had the worst. But across the board, health research and policy nonprofit the Commonwealth Fund found Oklahomans experience well below average healthcare access, outcomes, and quality. The state's only positive outlier compared to the performance of other states was among American Indian and Alaska Native populations. They ranked 4th in healthcare access and outcomes out of the 10 states with a large enough population to measure. For State Impact, I'm Jillian Taylor.
You can read more about the study at our website, kgou.org. Oklahoma Attorney General Gentner Drummond has signed onto a legal brief questioning a federal statute that shields tech companies from civil lawsuits. OPMX's Grayson Wheeler has details.
Lower courts have dismissed cases that say online platforms should be held accountable for allegedly facilitating crimes like human trafficking and sexual abuse. One of those cases is John Doe versus Snap Inc., in which a 15-year-old plaintiff says the messaging app Snapchat enabled his teacher to groom him into an abusive sexual relationship. This week, several states, including Oklahoma, filed a brief asking the U.S. Supreme Court to consider the case. They say existing statute, quote, allows online platforms to inflict wide-scale misery and escape liability for it. Drummond joins attorneys general from 21 other states and the District of Columbia in support of the plaintiff. I'm Grayson Wheeler.
You'll find more news on our website at kgou.org and on the KGOU PM News Brief podcast.
At a time when information continues to come at us faster and faster, sometimes you need to hit pause and rewind. NPR's Throughline takes you back in time to the source of the news stories filling your feed. Find NPR's Throughline wherever you get your podcasts.